It's October 2017 here on Capitol Hill. Here are today's top headlines. As Louisiana recovers from the deadly bridge collapse that killed 15 and injured over 60 more, the issue, like so many others in America, has become a political football here in Washington. Very quickly after the disaster, Senate Minority Leader Robert Blutarski introduced the Rebuild America Act of 2017. He even went to Louisiana and said, "The people of Louisiana are looking to Congress to pass an infrastructure bill that stands a prayer of making a sizable difference and a $2 trillion investment to bring all of our roads and bridges into proper working order." But of course, Republicans were quick to criticize him, with Tom Brazier of Indiana saying it's a shame to see Senator Blutarski trying to politicize Louisiana. This is not the time for political point scoring while families are still grieving. But the Democrats are pushing forward. Just today they made a motion to suspend the Senate rules and bring his bill up for debate immediately. So do the Republicans have a right to be complaining, or are they merely embarrassed to be getting beat to the punch? While Blutarski's bill does allocate $75 billion for highways, it then goes on for pages and pages, doing a ton of other things as well, including rails and telecommunications, even funding for the National Park Service. To this humble reporter, it kind of seems like the Democrats are, at best, shooting for the moon, and at worst, maybe Senator Brazier is right that the Democrats are trying to politicize this disaster. In other news, Senator Kyle Fitzgerald offers a bunch of amendments to the America First Tax Reform Act, telling this radio show that my intent is not to gut the bill. I'd like to pass a bill that is broadly agreeable to the whole chamber. It's just not good enough in its current form. Meanwhile, the Republicans don't really seem to be buying it. Senator Ray Sizemore of Virginia told me earlier that, quote, "The Democrats, as always, are out to punish the wealthy with taxes. Our aim is to see everyone's taxes cut significantly, not just the rich, not just the middle class, and not just the poor. Everyone." So these amendments will likely be an early test for Senate Majority Leader Underwood before voting on the final passage of the bill begins in a couple days. The Majority Leader is frankly only in the majority because the Vice President is a Republican, so can he rally all of the senators that he does have? While it's still early in the session, the Democrats do seem to have done a better job at this. Passage of the National Right to Work Act hit a serious snag in the Senate today. The Senate's sole independent had first showed signs that he would probably support the legislation, but shocked the political establishment last night by voting against it. With, at present, an even number of Republican and Democratic senators, Ethan Miller likely holds the future of the legislation in his hands. He hasn't made a public statement yet regarding his vote, and Senate Minority Leader Blutarski denies that Miller's change of heart was as part of a political deal. Finally, we have a new face here on Capitol Hill. Senator Scott Templeton, a Republican from West Virginia, was a Marine who served in Iraq and Afghanistan. He won a special election with over 61% of the vote. Templeton comes in as one of the most conservative members of the Senate. Welcome, Senator. And that concludes our October 2017 news wrap-up. Thanks for listening. I'll see you next time.